Hi, it's Adam with WebStarts, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through creating your very own online t-shirt or apparel store using WebStarts. Let's get started by going to webstarts.com and clicking the Get Started, It's Free button. That'll take you to the design selection page. On the design selection page, I recommend you click on the online store category and choose to build your website from one of the online store designs. This will just help expedite the process of creating your online store. You can add an online store to any one of the WebStarts templates. So feel free to choose the one that you really want, and you can always add a store to it after you enter WebStarts. So let's go ahead and click select on this first one since we're creating an online and apparel store. In this next step, you're going to want to sign up. That means you'll enter your name, email address, and your desired password, and then click the sign up button. Once you've clicked the sign up button, you'll be asked to verify your account. We do this to protect ourselves and you from people creating fraudulent accounts and spam on WebStarts. So just enter your phone number and then enter the code that they send to your phone. Once you've entered the code, you'll see please wait, and then you'll proceed to the next step. In the next step, you'll be choosing a web address for your online store. You'll be presented with two options. The first option is the free option, and that's to choose a subdomain at .webstarts.com. And the next option is to use your very own top-level domain name, like myveryononlinetshirtstore.com. If you select that option, you will need to upgrade to one of the paid plans. I'm just going to select a name like demo t-shirt store.webstarts.com and then click continue. Now my store is created and I see this video pop up that shows me everything I need to know to create my online store. I'm going to close that out because I'm making my own video right now. If you want to jump in and start editing your site right away, you can do that by hovering over the thumbnail and click edit site. But for this demo, we're going to activate the store application first. Once you activate the store application, the store will be enabled in your WebStarts website, and you'll be set up to receive Visa, MasterCard, and Discover Card payments through a third party that we call WePay by Chase Banks. The rate that they charge for credit card processing is 2.9%, which is competitive. And you can use other credit card processors if you want. So if you want to use something like Stripe or PayPal or what have you, you can click on the settings tab and then go down here and choose whatever payment processor you want to accept credit card payments. But I do recommend sticking with WePay because it's going to be the easiest way to get your store up and running and get those deposits in your bank account. Now, once you activate your store, an email goes out to you that gives you the opportunity to enter your bank information so WePay knows where to send your money after you sell a product online. Since we're under the settings tab, I want to draw your attention to a couple of other things. For example, you'll want to give your store a friendly name. Mine's going to be Adam's T-shirt store. And you'll want an email address where people can email you out for customer service. You can also enter a phone number, and then you can choose a logo for your t-shirt store. And for this example, I'm just going to choose something that was already uploaded to what's called a file manager and click update. When you make those selections, they appear in different places throughout the WebStarts store, so that's why they're important to make. Here you can see you have the checkbox to accept PayPal or allow comments at checkout. Allowing comments at checkout is good if you're customizing an item. For example, you need custom text on a t-shirt, you would use that feature. Taxes, you could click here to add taxes. Your taxes are going to be determined by your local government, so we're not going to get into that for now. Just make sure that you charge whatever tax they require you to charge. Shipping, you can go ahead and select your shipping type, and there's so many different ways to ship. You really need to choose the one that works best for your business model, but you can use things like the UPS shipping API to generate an approximate shipping based on the originating zip code and the ship to zip code combined with the weight and size of the package. You can also ship by just strictly weight, price, quantity, flat rate, and you can choose free shipping. That will really be up to you to make those decisions. And again, depending on your business model. Up here in the top right, We're on live mode. That means that if we do accept an order, it is actually going to process a transaction and charge somebody's credit card money. If you want to run a test transaction, I recommend going into test mode, but be sure that you go back to live mode before you start taking real life transactions, or you won't receive the money for the products you sold. Going up to the products tab here, you can click to add your first product. I'm just going to do that, and then you'll give your product a title, and I'm going to say a cotton t-shirt as my product. And then I'm going to give it a description. I'm going to say 100% cotton t-shirt. It's great. You can put whatever title and description you want for your products. In the next section, you can add some tags for your t-shirt. So you can say things like t-shirt, short sleeve. These are just keywords that people would use to find this product if they're using the search feature on the store. So if they type into the search box these keywords, you'd want that product to come up. Clicking on images, you can add those images. This opens up what's called the file manager, and the file manager will have the files that you've already uploaded to your website. So there's a couple here that were included with the template. And then you can just upload more images from your local computer. So for example, I'm going to select these 4 t-shirt images from my local computer. And depending on your internet speed, that could take a minute to upload. Once your images are uploaded, thumbnails are generated, and then you can just click on whatever thumbnail that you would like to use for your product image. You can also upload videos. We're not going to get into that right now, but you can upload them from your local computer, or you can get them from YouTube. Finally, it's time to set the price for an item. I'm just going to say that these t-shirts are $20, and I'm not going to charge tax, but if you did want to charge tax, you would just make sure that box remains selected. In the SEO section, that stands for Search Engine Optimization, you can choose an SEO-friendly URL. That's just a URL that is more closely tied to the words that someone would type into Google to find a product like yours. So if you enter a good SEO-friendly URL, then you have a better chance of ranking well in the search engine. It's generated automatically for you when you enter the product title, taking its best guess, but you can customize it if you feel like that's not accurate. Under the category section, you can create new categories and subcategories. Categories appear on the side navigation on your store and allow customers to drill down to find products by category. In this example, I'm just going to add one new category, and I'm going to call it shirts, and click OK, and then I'm going to designate this t-shirt into the shirts category. You can choose to collect shipping or not shipping, enable shipping if you want to use the product size and weight to determine your shipping prices. You can choose to hide a product from your store catalog. This is perfect if you're sending out an item that's special only for, let's say, a particular audience. For example, you want to give people a great deal. If they're in your email list, you would send them an email. They'd click on the link. They would see a certain price for a certain product, but you don't want that product to be sold on your general store for that same price. You would just hide it from your catalog. Here you can enable product variants. You can sell products by size. You can sell them by color and material, and that's very practical for building an apparel store. So I'm going to sell these t-shirts in small, medium, and large, and I'm going to sell them in 4 different colors: blue, pink. Actually, I used the pink first. So pink, blue, green, and purple. Down below here, and by the way, you can create as many options as you like, and you can customize the name of these variants. You can delete them as well. You can assign a thumbnail for each one. So for example, if I wanted the pink t-shirt to have the pink t-shirt displayed when it was selected, I would choose that. And then if I wanted the blue, I would choose the blue for all the blue t-shirts. And you can also give each one of your variants its own price. So let's say, for example, it costs you more money to create a 2XL version of a t-shirt, and you wanted to pass that cost on by charging $10 more to your customer. You could do that using product variants. You would just enter the price to the right here where it says to enter the price. And not only can you upload these photos for each variant, but you can see there's a little video icon. So if you had a video for each variant, you could upload that as well. Go through here and just add the last of these purple t-shirts, and then I can show you what that looks like on your live website after we're done creating the product. And I'm just going to say that this purple large t-shirt costs a little bit more, just so that you can see how that works. Now, you can also choose to manage your inventory, so you can get notified when your stock reaches a certain level. You can choose whether or not to display the stock on hand on your published store, and you can choose whether to allow people to purchase products that are out of stock. I have that checked. And digital delivery is just for things that are digital. That doesn't really apply to an apparel store. So now I click Create, and that product is created. So here you can see it's listed here. And if I want to see what that looks like on my published website, I click this view icon, and it's going to take me to my store page. Now notice when I select, let's say, a small blue shirt, the blue shirt is displayed in this main box. That is from setting up those product variants. And you'll be able to see that if you charge, or if you go to the large purple t-shirt, you can see that the price goes from $20 to $25 because I set a special price for that particular variant. Now, when people add this to their cart, it appears in what's called the store bar at the top. You'll see a number in parentheses. That just means the number of items that they have in their cart. And when they're ready to check out, they can click checkout. Here you can see over on the left sidebar, there's the category I created called shirts. So if you created additional categories or subcategories, they would be displayed there. And then when you click on that t-shirt, of course, you go back into there. Now, if I'm ready to check out, I can click checkout at any time. And then here's the avatar that I uploaded under the settings section along with my store name. It appears in my header. I can choose to have my customers buy from me again and again without having to re-enter their credit card and billing information. All they need to do is during checkout create an account. And if they do that, then what happens is they will just come back to the store, click on login, and then they can just log in to their existing account to view things like their order status, their shipping and billing information, so on and so forth. It's really great for getting recurring customers. So now I pretty much have a fully functional online store. I can edit the additional pages just by exiting the store application and going into the WebStarts page editor. You'll probably want to watch the video on using the WebStarts page editor to know all the amazing things you can do to customize the pages of your website. But just know that in general, things are clicked on and then dragged and dropped where you want them to appear and double clicked on to edit the contents. Not going to get into that too much right at the moment. Like I said, there's plenty of other videos that I've made that show how to edit the pages of your website using WebStarts. But in this one, we're just focused on the store. So going back out to the dashboard, I click on the store application, and now I'm just going to go through the additional tabs on the side. We saw products and categories. We also see that we have a place where we can view our orders. If an order was placed, then we would see that here. And then we would have some options to do things like click on the tracking notification icon and then enter a tracking number for a specific package. And then the customer will automatically receive an email telling them the tracking information. So they'll always be in the loop on when this product is going to be fulfilled and delivered. The report section, you can find all the reports that you would come to expect to see by either time or date or even by a certain product. Under the coupon section, you can add or create a coupon that allows you to give a discount based on an amount or a percentage. You can set that coupon to expire or never expire. You can give the coupon code a custom name. That's all there. Under the customer section, you'll find any of the customers that created a login or bought from you. This is not populated because we haven't actually taken a transaction, but if it was, you could get in and edit things like the shipping and billing information on your customer's behalf. So if you took a phone order and they wanted to update their account information, you could do that. We already visited the settings section and I covered everything there pretty much. So that about does it. When you're ready to take this online. You can always upgrade. That gives you the opportunity to do a few things that are super important. The first one is it will let you connect your very own custom top-level domain name, so you can have something like adamstshirtstore.com instead of adamstshirtstore.webstarts.com, which is super important. It will also give you access to a custom email, so you can have something like your very own name at yourstore.com for your email address, and it also will submit your site to Google and open up all the features of WebStarts pretty much, depending on whether you choose the Pro or the business plan. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any more questions about how to create your very own online store, be sure to send us an email to support@webstarts.com, and you can also reach us by telephone, and our telephone number is right on our homepage. Be sure to subscribe to this channel to be the first to find out when we release a new feature or update. And don't forget to visit webstarts.com if you want to create just a regular website, or if you want to create a blog, and of course, just like we covered in this video, a store. Thanks for watching.